On the day Grandma Maeve passed away, my divorced parents, who had both remarried, stood over her coffin arguing about who would be stuck with me. In my past life, I felt sorry for my dad, Richard. I chose to stay with him, hoping to ease his loneliness. I even helped him pick the numbers for a lottery ticket that ended up winning a $10 million jackpot. But the moment he struck it rich, he bought mansions and luxury cars for my stepmother and step-siblings. Meanwhile, he refused to spend even a few $100s on painkillers for me. In the end, I was diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor, and I died a slow, agonizing death in my cold bed. Reborn into this life, my dad was frowning and sighing as usual. Hazel, your mother married a wealthy businessman. If you go with her, you'll live like a princess. My house is already too crowded. There's just no room for you here. My mother, Eleanor, was casually looking at her freshly manicured nails. Her voice was icy. Richard, that's not fair. Kids make a house lively. Besides, the rules in my new home are strict. My husband's ex-wife left behind twins, and they are not easy to get along with. If Hazel comes with me, she'll be eaten alive. Hearing them push me back and forth like unwanted trash, I felt absolutely nothing. When they finally turned to me, annoyed, and demanded to know who I wanted to live with, I silently picked up my battered duffel bag and walked over to my mother. Eleanor's face fell instantly. My dad let out a massive sigh of relief, a smug grin creeping up his face, but he had no idea. Without me there to stop it in this life, that multi-million-dollar lottery ticket would be left in his jeans pocket, thrown into the washing machine by his new wife, and shredded into useless mush. Having a second chance at life, I didn't care about the money. I just wanted to be comfortable before my time ran out. My dad shoved the rest of my things into my arms. He kept staring at his phone, checking the lottery drawing date, and waved me off dismissively. Don't call me unless it's an emergency. I've got a busy household to run. His mind was completely consumed by that lottery ticket. He couldn't wait to throw his useless daughter away. I didn't say a word. I just dragged my bag toward the Maybach parked at the curb. Eleanor looked at my pilled, oversized sweater, her brow furrowing with disgust. The back window rolled down, and Arthur's daughter Chloe pinched her nose in exaggerated disgust. Eleanor, is this the charity case daughter you brought from the countryside? Why does she smell like sour trash? From the passenger seat, her brother Ethan turned his head and gave me a cold, indifferent look. He didn't say anything, but the disdain in his eyes was loud and clear. My mother looked embarrassed, standing awkwardly outside the car door. She wanted to suggest buying me some new clothes, but she was too terrified of upsetting her new family. Arthur Sterling, my stepfather, saw her embarrassment. He closed the business document in his hands. Let's stop by the mall first. Get the girl some decent clothes. I lowered my eyes and nodded quietly, following them into the high-end department store. The bright, sparkling lights hurt my eyes. Arthur asked the personal shopper to bring out several pieces from the new seasonal collection. My mother pulled me behind a clothing rack, lowering her voice to a harsh whisper. Pick the cheapest ones. Don't look like a greedy beggar. Arthur is rich, but that money has nothing to do with you. Learn your place. Don't make things difficult for me. I watched her perfectly painted lips move, feeling completely detached. It had been a very long time since she had shown this much concern for me. Too bad this concern had nothing to do with love. I turned around and randomly pointed at a rack of clothes. Chloe strutted over. Seeing me look at a simple white dress, she immediately snatched it away, giving me a smug glare. I want this one. You don't deserve to wear something this nice. Eleanor immediately put on a fake, flattering smile. Of course, Chloe, it looks much better on you anyway. Hazel can pick something else. Looking at my mother's eager-to-please face, I silently stepped back. I just pointed at a basic t-shirt on the clearance rack. Arthur walked over and looked at the cheap t-shirt. He frowned slightly, then turned to the sales associate. Take that white dress, along with the other new arrivals, and pack them in her size. Chloe stomped her foot in anger. Dad, why are you buying her such expensive clothes? Arthur gave her a stern look. Our family isn't so poor that we can't afford a few dresses. Don't make us look cheap.